Welcome to the Cub Necessities. My guest today, Brandon Lyons, stand-up comedian. How you doing?
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, dude. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
How you coping with all the smoke and fires and shit?
Yeah, the smoke, that was like a slow creep, but it definitely got to me. Like I didn't
Really?
realize, I guess I started feeling real anxious and kind of feeling trapped, you know what I'm saying? But I think that's my body telling me like, yo, there's smoke, get the fuck out of here, bro. There's a fire coming. Like, why are you still here?
Dude,
Um,
yeah, for real. I can't go running or anything, so I'm just like cooped up in the house, just fucking like. And every time I work and it just like the smoke insulating my eyeballs, and I just get like a headache. It's terrible, dude. It really
yeah,
feels like we're living in hell, like an actual like uh the apocalypse is coming.
our only respite from COVID was going outside, and that was taken away from us. And it's like I still see like these like Instagram like super good looking girls like out running on the waterfront, and I'm like, what the without masks on? I'm like, you're risking like black lung for a couple more likes. You know what I mean? Just like you're tripping. Stay home. Run on a treadmill. I don't know.
Dude, the cloud chasing never stops.
Never
That's
stop.
that race never ends, man. You always got to keep doing it. Oh, dude, it's a wild week. It is a wild week. Feels like the rapture's here. We're just getting all sorts of fucked.
We were supposed to do this last week, but I think it might have been better that it got pushed back because like hella
Yeah,
shit happened. You know.
I know, dude. Yeah, news cycle just fucking spiked. Now we got way more shit to talk about.
Which you want to start with?
Oh, dude. Okay. Well, I kind of touched on this on my last episode, but I mean, the No Jumper podcast and those chicks kind of outing OBJ for get it pooped on. I mean, what's
Uh,
your feeling on that?
I don't know if I do. Do you believe it? First of
No,
all,
no,
yeah,
not one
I
bit.
don't. I would have believed more if they would have said he's like bisexual and they would have like pegged him or something. You know what I mean? Like to
Yeah,
me,
that's
that
more
would have
believable.
been if you would have like. I guess getting shit on is like he that did get like some big headlines, but I don't think most people believed it. You know what I mean? Like because it's hard. Who wants to get shit like that? Is
That's
I
next
can't even
level, dude.
watch. I never even looked up Two Girls One Cup. You looked that up?
I've seen it for a brief few seconds, and you don't come back from that, dude. No one. I mean, the amount of people that are into that is so small, dude.
Isn't that crazy that how that took over our like I'm 28 and like when I was 12 that was everything. Two Girls One
Yeah.
Cup was yeah, that if you just said that you could just like stop that and Blue Waffle or
Yeah,
Soggy Butt.
dude. Yeah, that was like middle school. I'm 24, so not that far of age difference, but dude, for sure. Like if you just said blue waffle was a punchline. You could just say
Yeah.
that shit, dude. You could just like whisper to a bud like, "Oh, that chick's got the blue waffle," and then you kill it. It was like nothing. You don't have to do anything.
Wait, so Two Girls One Cup was like before your time then, right? That was a little bit like you kids
Yeah,
kind of knew that was like it
yeah,
wasn't as
but
cool.
I had older siblings, so yeah, my older
Okay.
sister's like 26, so I mean, they had friends who were like, "Oh, you got to see it." I was like, I'm like 12, like, I guess I got to see it.
And they're like, all right, this is what kids jerk off to. Good luck, buddy. And
Yeah,
it's like you
here's the
just
rest of
get
your life,
stuck on.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it if OBJ came out with a story. It's like, yeah, I saw that, and then that was the rest of my life. I like to get pooped on. It's not a big deal. I'd be like, okay, well, whatever. Teach their own.
It's like that's not the porn you want to find in the woods, that'll set you on a
No,
bad path.
no, you find that behind a dumpster, dude. You're fucked for life because that's it.
Wait, there were some other rumors came out along with the OBJ too. Didn't they say someone else?
Well, I wasn't. I think it was the same group of chicks that said that the entire Phoenix Suns were going to
Yeah, it was
train
the
on him.
Devin Booker team. Well, not trainer, was it head? She gave head to all of them.
Okay, yeah, maybe you're right. She blew 7 dudes at once, which to me seems like too much
It's
work,
like,
dude.
what are you bragging about, man? Like, I
Yeah,
wouldn't brag about eating 7 girls out at once. Like, come
no.
on, man. Like, the chapped lips you would have after that. Can you imagine?
Dude, I mean, the only thing that you could brag about with that is like I have a really strong jaw, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else. Like my jaw
So,
strength is impeccable, but everything else that's gross.
wait, are you to finishing 7 girls out? You have to eat them out till they come? Oh, fuck. That's going to take, like, hour and 45 minutes, dude.
You're gonna
At
burn.
least.
Yeah, and your tongue's gonna fall out of your mouth, dude. That's way too much work.
Too
That's
much
way
work.
too much. No, but I saw this video of this guy like pointing out the girl who came like said the OBJ story. He was like pointing out her shoes in the video, and she has like Christian doors on, not Christian Dior's, Christian doors. Like they're obviously knockoffs. And he's like, oh, are we really gonna believe this chick who has Christian doors? I mean, that's just nonsense, dude. Like this chick is obviously full of shit.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. She was holding it in just for him.
Yeah, I'm voting. I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it. I do believe that the Browns have made him shit. You know,
Yeah,
eat
yeah.
a lot of shit for being on the Browns. But wait, is he eating it, or is he like just smearing it on him, or is he like underneath the glass table and she's shitting and he's just like watching it plop down, but not actually touching him?
Well, I don't even think she got that far into it, dude. I think she just kind of was like, I'm gonna say this wild nonsense story, and then you build the rest. So like either way, even if any of those scenarios, I mean that's gross, but like, I mean, also you're hooking up with this guy, and it's a consensual act. Like you're bragging about being willing to shit on. I mean, I don't understand where the clout comes from that.
I mean, if did she say he pays her to get shit on? Was that the idea behind it?
I don't know. I didn't hear anything about an exchange of money.
Fecal matter stuff before you bring it to me, man. I need to know. I need the details, dog.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't quite. I didn't look too deep into it just because I was like, I don't know how much of this I can watch. It's just poison.
I need you to get nose deep into that shit material, baby.
Yeah, just bury my face in it. You're right. All right, dude. So you're a stand-up at Helium here in Portland.
Yeah, just Helium basically now. It's the only thing open.
Yeah. Dude, I saw you open for I don't maybe Adam Ray a couple months ago, or no, maybe a year ago.
Maybe a couple years ago, because I think I'm actually hosting for him again when he's like this week. So
oh, nice. There you go.
I think it was like 2 years. Adam Ray last time was like 2 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So that would have been like for a couple of months I first moved to Portland. Yeah, dude, it was such a fun show. I love going to Helium, dude. That's such a cool club.
Easiest crowds. It's the best place to do comedy. It really is, because it's like the low ceilings and just everything's dark, and like they don't allow you to talk. It's really like the best place.
It's got like an actual club like vibe.
Yeah, it's real deal.
Yeah, go ahead. Well, I was gonna say that like I've seen like a couple acts. Like I've seen like Tom Segura. I saw Rogan at the Moda Center, and it's like it's fun to see those guys, but it's a different story when it's like a small room like that.
If you would have saw Rogan, seeing Rogan at Helium would have been crazy. He was actually supposed to come when COVID first happened, but then he canceled after that stuff with Brian Callen and fucking Brendan Schaub.
Oh, dude!
After they caught COVID at a show in Texas, because they did like a meet and greet, which is the dumbest shit ever in the whole world. Why are you doing a meet and greet right now? Like,
yeah, dude, I did a whole fucking rant on it on the podcast. Like, I mean, I listen to the Fire Kids like once in a while, and it's a good podcast. They're funny guys, but like that is the dumbest shit. It's so ironic to be talking all that shit about COVID and then go do the show and then get it and be like, oh, okay, well, fuck me, I guess. Like, you guys are so stupid.
And then like Brian he did like the post. It was like, oh, I'm sorry I did it. But then like I don't know, man. Like, I get that they're strong enough not to like have it really be that big of a deal. But what if like a sick fan died because of that, or a sick, you know what I mean? Like, they don't really know how many people got sick from that show. And how I think of it now is I'm kind of doing the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, if the news comes out and says there's a super spreader event at Helium Comedy Club, I'm responsible to be as much as the show is going to happen if I was there, whether or not. You know what I mean? Like, I would take if the news wanted to come interview me, it was like, how do you feel about giving a bunch of people COVID because you wanted to do some stupid dick jokes for 15 minutes for not that much money? I'd be like, yeah, probably wasn't wasn't this smart, so I'm sorry, you know.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, like, it's like, what are you gonna do? It's like, it's gonna happen. I'm sorry.
But they all wear masks there, and it's as safe as it's gonna be. Like, we're not gonna stop our lot. We can't. I need to tell these dick jokes, man. I need to tell these I can't get laid jokes, baby. You know.
If I don't tell these jokes, dude, I'm gonna go crazy. It's gonna be worse. It's gonna be more dangerous. I'm gonna be a liability to the community.
If I don't tell these jokes about not getting laid, I will literally never get laid again. This is how I get laid. I tell the jokes about not getting laid and I get laid. You fucking idiot. Let me get back to it.
You can't take this outlet from me, man. It's my only thing.
It's like, where am I going to learn to be interesting in a real, actual, meaningful way? No, fuck that.
No, fuck all that noise, dude. That's too much work. You don't want that.
I'm going to think about 15 minutes of something funny and just do that over and over for the next couple of years. And guess what? That's my life. Leave me alone.
It needs to be done, dude. It needs to be done. Yeah, dude. It's a cool club. Is there open mics there? Do they host them like weekly?
They used to. Yeah. Every Tuesday there would be open mics. There'd be 20 spots. About 10 of them would be taken up by people that worked there. And then 10 were open. But the thing was that like 60 people would sign up every week. So it would be tough to get on. Yeah.
I mean, that just kind of makes sense. It's like the best spot to do it. So everyone goes there.
Yeah. Even the open mics were like packed. It was crazy.
Yeah, dude. I think Portland for the most part is kind of like, I mean, it varies a little bit, but I think like comedy is kind of like a big thing here in Portland.
Yeah, it's because we don't have like real stars, so they're like, they see just local people doing it and think it's like the coolest thing in the world. Like if you're in LA or New York, you can actually see real people doing it. So like the local stuff isn't as popping, but our local stuff's really fun, or was really fun. It doesn't exist anymore, man. It doesn't. There is no local shows anymore. All the local shows are dead. They haven't come back. There's been like a couple backyard stuff at people's like own backyards, but there is no like comedy scene right now.
Dude, yeah, that fucking sucks. That really sucks because I mean, if there's one thing you need right now, especially with like, riots, fires, COVID, like all of the shit hitting into like the one thing you'd like, I'd like to laugh a little bit in between a little break of all that like horrible shit going on,
I would like a job. That's what I would like.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's true. That would be nice.
Give a fuck if people are laughing or not. I get either way, baby.
Yeah. Dude, that's a good model. Yeah, you could just totally bomb and still get paid, right? Sometimes.
Yeah, well, if you're not getting paid out of a tip jar, yeah. If you're getting tip jar money, then you fucked yourself because people don't want to tip if you bomb. Sometimes some shows will be so bad that the tip jar is actually really good because they feel so bad for you that you just went up there and embarrassed yourself. They actually tip more, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, dude, I did an open mic in Eugene when I was going to school, and I was like one of that I'd go to like every once in a while, and I was trying this joke about how, because I'm half Dutch. Well, I'm Dutch, right? My parents are from Holland, so I was trying this joke about how Dutch food just kind of all looks like different versions of shit. It's just like big bratwursts and like green mashed potatoes, which is like, that looks horrible. You can't plate that. It looks disgusting. But it's our fucking national dish. So I was like trying out this joke, and I was just bombing so hard. So like everyone just looking at me like blank stares. I didn't just terrible. And the bartender literally leaves behind the bar and just goes out to the stage while I'm like in the middle of telling jokes and just puts a beer on the stool and just like opens it for me. And just like goes back. All right, I guess I'll go sit down, dude. This is not going good for me.
Yeah, that's the nicest bartender in the world. There's like, you know what? Just take a seat, drink this, think about that. So I'm tired of it.
Yeah, exactly. She was like, hey, you tried, sweetie. And it was fun, but take a seat. And I was like, fuck, I'll take the hint. I'll get off.
It's really bad because she as an open mic bartender, so she hears some real trash, bro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, think of the trash she heard before you that she could put up with.
Yeah, dude, and that made me feel even worse, if I'm being totally
Yeah.
honest. I was like, I bombed harder than those dudes. Oh no, fuck, fuck.
Hey, hey, but the road to salvation is the fact that you acknowledged and know that and noticed that you bombed. If the
Yeah.
problem with a lot of people is they will think that, hey, I was having a pretty good set. She came up and gave me a beer. Like, they will turn that into, I was doing good and I made a funny thing and then and then that was my biggest laugh and then I got out of there and laughed. That's
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's kind of like the whole thing, right? Like I've seen a lot of open micers who just are literally out of their fucking mind, and they'll just start telling jokes that you're like, where are you going with this, bud? I mean, is this just like a paranoid schizophrenic episode that's
yeah,
happening?
yeah,
Which is like most open mics that I've been to. It's just like
yeah.
half crazy people and like a couple of funny people.
But that's like what makes it magical. The worst is when it's just like a normal person who's not funny, and then you're just like, this is so fucking boring and not
Yeah.
funny. What I like to see is like, oh, is this a mental break? You know what I mean? Like, that's
Yeah.
interesting. I love that. Oh, is this person gonna pull out a knife and like try to murder somebody here? It's
That is a
possible.
lot.
Is he gonna kill himself on stage? I don't know. That's possible too.
Let's stick around and find out, dude. Yeah, it's nothing worse than someone who thinks they're funny and then they're not funny, and then they try stand up and you watch it, and you're like, oh, it's just heartbreaking, dude. It's like a tough watch. You're just watching
My
someone literally die.
my favorite thing. I used to host a show at Al's Den, and there was this guy who just kept heckling me, and it wasn't even a show because sometimes the shows there go kind of rough because it's just a tough room. But this was like going well, and the guy was still heckling. So I'm like, you know what? Come up here, and I like brought him on stage, and I just let him bomb with the bullshit he was gonna say, and like that was a really good feeling. I like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just have to, give them, be like, all right, you want to see let's see what you got, Bucko. And
And then they eat
and
shit and they're like, oh, okay.
it's never good.
Yeah.
It's usually it's like, oh, it might be a racial slur, uh something homophobic, you know what I mean? It's gonna be something. It's like it's not gonna it's gonna be something on the line.
Yeah, dude, I've seen that a lot too. Like, just like crazy people say like a racial slur as a punchline. You're like, there's no setup to that, was there, bud? You just wanted to say that in front of a bunch of people?
Yeah, you just want to see if you can get away with it.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like, ooh, that one's actually the worst. That's the worst because you watch that and you're like, all right, well now everyone hates you on top of you sucking, so that's just terrible.
And I love it when there's no reaction. Like, no one says anything. They just say it, and they're like, look around, and then nothing happens. They're like, oh, fuck, I just said it for no reason.
Yeah.
Yes, so just like ignore them and move along.
Yeah, dude, that's then they really bury themselves. And you watch that and you're like, all right, well, fuck you, I guess. No one liked that at all. So Kanye West, dude, we gotta talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah, he's manic, man. It's he's definitely bipolar. I think he's said that himself, and he's attached to a Twitter account. He's kind of like our president, He's gonna go on crazy rants. For the people that don't know, he posted like, what was it? Maybe 100 tweets of the 10 contracts that he's in with Universal. And it was like asking lawyers to find a way out of it for him. And he was calling it slavery. What else? What am I missing?
I think you pretty much nailed it, dude. Yeah, he was just like, I'm getting screwed out of a lot of. Could somebody save me? And dude, I tweeted this a long time ago. I was like, I'm convinced that Kanye West is Robert Kardashian, just like Get Out style in Kanye West's body. Like I don't know where he went, dude. I mean, I know mental illness obviously is the case, but like it's just wild to see someone like that public. Obviously, something kind of just like a mental breakdown, and then all the dirty laundry's aired, dude, and you're like, holy shit, this is wild.
But like, I don't want to see that. I want to see the text between him and Drake. You know what I mean? Like, post those, Kanye. Give us some real shit. I was like scrolling through. I'm like, I'm not gonna read these. Like, who's reading these contracts? Actually,
Yeah, no one
nobody.
is.
So really, so it's like posting him to Twitter. It's like, no one's gonna read that shit anyways, and no one's gonna. You can't get out of him, man. Your lawyer told you can't get out of him. So going to Twitter's lawyers aren't gonna. That's why he's on Twitter. Like he's like, can someone else help me? My lawyer said I'm paying a lot of money. I said I'm stuck. So what do y'all got to say about it?
Yeah, he's like the highest paid lawyer in the world that I pay for my contracts. Couldn't figure it out. Any of these empty Twitter accounts with birds. Anyone got any advice? Like, what the fuck?
Also, I thought he just said he had money again. Am I wrong? Like, I thought he said he was broke, and then like articles came out said he had like a bunch of money again. Kim has money. What the fuck? Are they divorced? Are they like? Shit is annoying, man. That dude he's sick in his head.
Well, that's for sure. But I mean,
Yeah.
he also has like $100 million. Like I don't know what he's talking about, dude. He owns like parts of Yeezy. He's like a multi, Grammy nominated fucking winning artist. Like he has to have money. He has to. There's no way you spend $100 million.
No, not dressing like a fucking a fashionista bum like he does. You know what I mean? He wears his clothes. He doesn't. I don't know, man. He looks like he eats a lot of like Wendy's and shit, though.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think that's why he wears all that shit, right? It's just gonna hide his kind of shitty body in like a sweatsuit that looks like it's from the future.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. I think he's depressed that he can't make good music anymore, and he's with his wife who has the most disgusting body I've probably ever like in the entire world. That's when it's not photoshopped. Like that shit is disgust. She looks like a fucking built like an ant. Like remember the movie Bug's Life, and the ants were built like different with like that's how she's built with like her Lorax and
dude.
It's not good, man.
It
like,
doesn't look good.
You're not supposed to have skinny legs and a giant heart-shaped fucking weird ass. Oh, it's bad.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's kind of wild that like, I mean, she just bought like she was like she had a nice ass like in the Ray J footage. She had cake. Yeah, she looked good.
Great.
Yeah, she was incredibly hot. And then she
With
just
that
was like
ass in 3 years in the gym, she could have been fucking amazing.
Yeah, and she is gorgeous. She's a gorgeous chick.
Gorgeous.
But the cottage cheese that looks like it's injected into her ass and hips, it looks insane.
I don't. Why hasn't she taken it out yet? That's what I want to know. Like she has so much money. How did she get the worst implants? I don't get it. Did she get the money afterwards?
No, dude. You know what I think? I think those are actually the best implants, and that implants actually just look like shit. And it's all photoshopped.
I've been on some sites. Trust me. There are some better looking implants. Not great, but like better looking than that. I don't know. It's like, why did she get it in her? It seems like she got stuff added to her. We can't judge women. What are we doing right now? But it's moving on.
She's beautiful. She's great. She's a lawyer. She's helping people. Great. She's fucking great.
Hey, you know what? I actually said I wasn't going to talk shit about her since she's getting like all these black dudes released from jail. So you know what? I'm sorry, Kim. My apologies. Do whatever you want with your body. It's not mine. Why do I care?
Look at that, dude. We came full circle. What a teachable moment. What a fucking teachable. Who knew you would have came on this podcast and learned some shit?
Come on now. Just stick with us.
Dude, I think it's so funny that Trump, like, he'll pardon a bunch of people that were wrongly imprisoned, like a bunch of black guys who were wrongly imprisoned, just because Kim Kardashian, who has more followers than him, is like, hey, that would be cool. And he's like, okay, I'll do it. Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Will you retweet me? I'll do it. Yeah.
Dude, he's like, he is literally like politics aside, like he might be one of the funniest people unintentionally that's ever existed.
Yeah, if we didn't have to like worry about what the ramifications was of what he was doing, even though we do, it's still hilarious. The dude it's funny still. Yeah. Like he's obviously high on something, whatever those, like that limitless pill is. That nigga's getting a lot of that. You know what I mean? Like he's whatever's keeping him together is like keeping him sharp enough to be like kind of funny but not making sense a lot of the time. You see him try
Yeah.
to kiss that black baby though.
No, what? That happened?
Yeah, he's holding this like little black girl and he's like trying to kiss her and she's like, "Get the fuck away from me." It's some like Joe Biden creepy shit, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
I'm like,
dude.
you
Not a
keep
good
calling
look.
Joe Biden creepy, but then you just do the same thing. We already know you're a rapist. Come on, bro.
Dude, they both don't have a good track record of not looking like total fucking creeps.
No, and not being like racist pieces of Joe Biden is that is a piece of trash they've nominated up there. And everyone's saying, now's not the time to look at the two-party system. You just got to put your head down and vote for him because Trump's so bad. You know what I think? If now is not the time, when is the time? If
That's
you don't, you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like, if
yeah.
you don't just say, fuck it, he is not that much better. And he's not.
No, he's not. He's not at all. Well, I mean, obviously
Okay,
things are gonna go more blue, but like also at the same time, like you still have a senile old man in charge of shit. Like you
look,
couldn't find a
we have
young
to
guy.
get every, we, we get enough seats over in the House. Wait, because the House is is it the House or the Senate that's still Republican?
I think it's the Senate.
Okay, so
Dude, I
whatever.
don't pay
So we
attention.
switch that, and then we block every Supreme Court justice nominee for his next term. We just block them all for the next one, because I'd rather just have Trump going crazy in there, like pardoning a bunch of different people. Like he's pardoning a bunch of different people all over the board. It's actually some people that done some really bad stuff. It's not bad. It's not good.
Yeah,
But no, I guess we got to have Joe Biden. But it's just he's at the undercover racism that Joe Biden has in his heart and was obvious that he had on his sleeve in the 90s when he was writing that crime bill and sponsoring it, and a proponent of it, and even in through the 2000s up in, it's like, I guess I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to get better when he gets president. I think people are just going to forget racism exists, and then say, "Oh, Trump's not here anymore, so we're good to go."
yeah.
Uh, I don't know.
Like that
I guess
whole.
we got.
I
Go
mean,
ahead. Sorry.
there's a lot of. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of progress I think being made for the most part, right? In this, especially in this environment, I think. I mean, it's not
I think
ideal.
there's progress being made with just the average everyday person. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
hearing white people talk about stuff I didn't expect them to talk about and agree with me on things I didn't expect them to agree with me just like right away. And they're like, yeah, that's obvious. Like, yeah, we know that. You talk to most reasonable white people and be like, black people are in jail at a higher rate more than white people. Why is that? Are we just more predisposed to do crime, or are we maybe looked at or pulled over more? Are we, you know what I mean? Like, is
yeah,
something else going on? And they're like, oh, obviously no, black people aren't inherently bad, so it must be something else. That conversation wasn't going on, even a couple of years ago. So I'm glad it is now, but I think it will go away if Joe Biden becomes president. But I don't think the police is going to be reformed. He, in fact, says he's going to give more money to the police. Kamala Harris is like the ultimate cop. She threw parents in jail because there's kids skip school. Like,
yeah, dude.
it's
She's like, I mean, dude, she would literally like hide evidence and like fucking really fiddle with prosecutions just to get people put away. And then she would, there was like all sorts of people put away for life sentences with marijuana in uh San Francisco,
California.
San
Yeah.
Francisco where she was living at the time, right?
Yeah.
And then she goes on the fucking Breakfast Club. It's like, yeah, I've smoked weed before. It's like, you fucking asshole. You are such an
Yeah.
asshole. But
It's like, and that's the Democratic Party, man. And that's exactly who they are. They're fake progressives. They're not progressives. They don't care about that average human being, left or right side. You know who they care about? Super rich donors and the big banks that give them money to keep them in office. And they prove that over and over again. Like, if you look at Obama's record, he didn't do good for like the low class American. You know what I mean? He didn't do good for really the black American. But the good that he did was just being black and that he was president. It had the actions that he made weren't there. But
Yeah.
just him being black and being president did a lot of good, because a lot of black kids were like, oh shit, this is possible, you know?
Yeah.
So like that in itself was good. So I don't regret him being president, but we can't keep voting for these faux progressive people.
Yeah. No, dude, I fucking totally agree. It's like, you know who I liked? I think Bernie was a decent candidate, but I liked like Tulsi Gabbard and Bernie. I thought they were like decent candidates. I mean, they were better than fucking
Yeah,
Biden.
Tulsi's going crazy now, but she was
Yeah,
better.
she's a little crazy now.
Tulsi's absolutely out fucking nuts now, but she was definitely better. And even Andrew Yang, honestly, like there were what's her name? Klobuchar. Like there there were better options, but I think I heard, I don't know, my grandpa or something. You hear this all the time. Like anyone who's truly smart enough to be the president is not going to run for being president because they know what it entails. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we're only going to get ego fucking maniacs who want to be in control of things. And we're only going to get like hall monitors. You know what I mean? Like that's the people that run for it, or the people have like the people like Buttigieg, like who only joined the military because he knew he was going to be president.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they have a plan 30 years off. Who thinks about stuff like that? That's
Dude,
not a normal.
psychos, dude. Patrick Bateman. They're Patrick Bateman type people, dude.
Yeah,
They're like all
it's
successful, and then secretly they're axe murdering fucking people in their apartment. You know, they're just. There's no way you can consciously be like, oh yeah, I want to be president, and then also be like a sane, normal level. You have to be an egomaniac.
yeah. And I think Donald Trump becoming president changed that. I think we could, like The Rock. The Rock's going to be president one day, 100%. I will guarantee The Rock becomes president. And I would vote for The Rock. I don't care what party he's running under. The Rock is the shit, and I would vote for him.
Dude, he would run in the whey protein party, and he'd be like, everyone gets 2 packages of whey protein a month and free barbells, and then everyone's gonna get yoked and shave their head. Yeah, dude, I'm down for that society. I'd like free protein, just get buff.
We just all start a podcast and become Joe Rogans and Little Rocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to be, dude. I would love to just be a Joe Rogan, but with hair. Like that's the one downside of being Joe Rogan.
Christ. Sorry, my dog just fucking attacked with this bear. Yeah, I'm bald, so I don't know. I go with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna go bald. All my my dad and all my uncles are bald, so it's gonna go. So I'm holding on for dear life.
Are you losing it? I see you got the little Caesar, little bangs going.
Yeah, dude. It's. I mean,
Pull it back. Oh no, that's strong.
the line's
strong.
not. It's not terrible, but I mean, it's gonna go.
What's your? Do you have the little thing in the back here?
I don't think so. I think that's all pretty solid. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, you're lucky bitch. You're good to go.
What? How did you? When did you lose your hair? How old were you?
Well, I have super high testosterone. You know what I mean? I'm just
dude.
like a super like male.
Alpha male.
Yeah. So it was like I was like 21.
Did you let it ride, or did you go straight to shaving it?
I tried to hold on for like I think I shaved it at 24. Well, yeah. I did baldy at 24. I always kept it pretty short, but then you feel your barber's hands when because you get a lineup as a black man. You just feel it just going higher and higher, and you're like, this just can't look great. And then I saw a picture of me where I'm like leaning down, and it's just like, come on, bro. You don't. It's just I had the full like. You know where they where they try to bring it out, but it's like, no, man, my peaks were way up here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least you came to grips with it, dude. That's good. That's like a positive. A lot of people hold on for dear life. So.
What was amazing is like the day I shaved my head, my beard just came in super nice and thick. So I was like, all right, I can deal.
Yeah. See, that's my issue, dude. Like this grows nice, but like right here, that's all nothing. That's just like super blonde hair, so it doesn't look like it just looks stupid. I tried to grow a beard out. I tried to grow it out for like the beginning of quarantine, and I just looked like a homeless man, but like a bad one, like a crack addict, because the beard was just all fucking patchy. So
Now you got like the sideburns that you drive like a '05 Mustang. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude, that's not a good look either. I don't want to be that guy. It's like,
You got
that's not me, dude.
the chin straps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude, that's not. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the chin strap guy with the real pencil thin beard, dude. That's terrible.
You know, it's a look.
Yeah, it's a. You see that guy though, and you know right away. It's like, oh, that guy's an annoying piece of shit.
Yeah, if he has like a monster hat, you better run the other way.
Yeah, dude. My name's Kyle, so I can't be doing myself. No, I can't be doing myself like that and setting myself up for failure. If I buy one monster hat, dude, I'm done. I'm a stereotype. I'm no longer a real person.
Do you have like a little kid peeing on something on the back windshield of your car? That seems like something that Kyle would do.
Yeah, that is a Kyle thing to do, but no, I don't have that. And for that exact
like
reason,
Ford pissing on Chevy. Yeah, fuck Chevy, bruh.
yeah, no, yeah, that is a real Kyle thing to do, and I don't know why we do it. Every other Kyle I know, for the most part, I know one other Kyle that's a normal dude, and the rest are all just like fucking that. They're that exact thing. It's wild. Yeah. I don't know how that happens.
I mean, Kyle is only Kyle I really think of when I think of Kyle is Kyle in South Park. Like that's the most famous Kyle to me.
Yeah, he was kind of the trendsetter, and he just got shit on all the time. So it was like it's not a good start for us, man.
Come on, Kyle.
Yeah.
Who's the most famous Kyle?
I would say Kyle Long or Super Duper Kyle, that rapper.
So yeah, there's not a famous Kyle. I don't know. Is that Kyle Long is a snapper, right?
Yeah. Well, he was I think it was a guard. It's center. Guard. Yeah.
Yeah, you could be the most famous Kyle, man. That's a short list.
Yeah, dude. All 40 of my listeners, dude. I'm the most famous Kyle.
Yo, don't give your numbers out, bro. Don't get you always pump up your numbers.
Sorry, 40,000. 40,000.
Well, you gotta make it reasonable. Say like
what's a reasonable number?
47 listeners.
Oh, 47 listeners. Yeah. Yeah, bump it up a little bit. It's slowly every episode just start saying more and more people.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good move. That's a marketing move, dude. That's a smart move.
Hey, I got a couple hardcore fans. You'll get a couple extra listens from this one.
Dude, fuck yeah. Perfect. That's what I need.
My sister.
Good. Yeah, you'll get a couple people at your shows. My mom, my sister, so.
She was 26. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Just playing. I'll leave that alone. Wait.
Yeah, it's sensitive.
Kyle, your sister's name is Sarah.
No.
Is it
one more guess?
Is it an easy name?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's a real white girl name.
Give me the first letter.
M.
Oh, Mallory?
Michelle, dude. So
Michelle.
Close.
Oh, yeah, that's not that close at all, really.
No, but I mean, it's a good try. You tried your hardest, dude.
Yeah. Wait, we had more topics.
Fuck, dude. What do we run through? Oh no, we talked about everything. Fires is the only other shit, but I mean, you got anything? Got any cool stories you want to share?
It's just I saw some Antifa starting all the fires down there. So, you ever think about how the fires stop at all the borders? You ever think about that? You ever think about you're maybe looking at a map that's only pulling up U.S. fires because it's from a U.S. government? So why would they have Canadian fires on the U.S. government fire map?
Yeah, people don't go that deep, dude. People don't go that deep. It's surface level thinking when you start saying wild shit like that.
Wait, so the hippies that are anarchists want to start fires in the place that they live when they don't support. I don't get the thought process on Antifa. And they keep saying Antifa. Do you guys know what it's just anti-fascist, man. I'm just an anti-Nazi. Why is that bad, bro? You know?
Yeah.
Aren't we all anti-fascists?
I mean, we should be. For the most part, everyone probably should be real against that.
That's what I'm saying. Terminology, man. Just like, how do you make Black Lives Matter a bad thing? Can we just change it into like Black lives mean the same thing as white lives, so you can't argue with me about it. You know what I mean? Like, don't argue with me about BLM. Okay, fine. If you think that's a terrorist organization, what do you think about Black lives mean the exact same thing as every other color of life? What do you think about that? You have a problem with
Most
that?
people, I mean, like I would feel like, except for the rare exception, most people would be like, oh yeah, I guess that sentiment makes sense. But like, it's a branding issue, dude. A couple of shitheads, Antifa, like couple of guys in Antifa, some very, are shitheads, and then people use that to brand who they are as a group, and then
There
you're
are
fucked.
shitheads in every group,
Exactly.
man.
Yeah, you're
You
right.
can't not find shitheads in any group there is.
You're not wrong at all. But the opposing
Especially, yeah.
I was gonna say the opposing people are just, that's their example. They don't look deeper than surface level of like this, and then you get stuck with this the whole viewpoint. You're like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy. It was all just to drive up division. That's I don't know. I bought a gun during COVID.
Yeah,
Are you
same.
strapped?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you carry?
I don't carry because I don't feel
What are
like I
your
need to.
thoughts? Yeah, what are your thoughts on carrying?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I know a lot of guys because I'm from a rural area of Oregon, so I know a lot of guys who
They all
do it.
carry out there,
They
right?
all carry, and for the most part, there's meth heads that'll maybe steal scrap metal, but like, there's not a lot of crime in those areas. But they all
Any
carry.
any of them out there shoot each other or themselves on accident or a neighbor or their cat?
No one that I know, but I'm sure it happens. People are
Yeah.
dumb. But I think if you want to carry and you're a responsible adult and you've gone through a background check and a mental health checkup, I don't have a huge issue with it. I think it's probably safer for everyone to not have guns on them. But, at the same time, I can see how some people would be like, I just want it. And then like, if you're safe, it's like,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like if you
Yo,
want
if I was a lady, I would have one for sure. I'd
dude,
carry it all the time.
oh, absolutely, dude. I would have a fucking AR-15 strapped to my back.
uh, yeah, I've mostly got mine for the range. I just want to go out and do something. But also, it's just you never know, man.
Yeah.
After those black people start getting hanged, and then they said it was suicides, which I don't know, maybe a couple of them were, but at least one of those dudes got hanged. You're not going to tell me at least one of them didn't get hanged.
Yeah.
I was like, I need to have something in case, because I like to go camping and stuff out in the rural Oregon, like kind of by myself or with my dog, and I don't need to get trapped on the backwoods by some, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
because there's been some times where it's like trucks drove by like a couple times just staring at me, and like I grew up in Bend, so like I kind of know that like you have to swallow your pride as a man in that situation, just kind of be like, hey, how's it going, you give them like the extra goofy
Yeah. The
surroundings, so
Carlton. Yeah.
yeah, you basically just like you show your belly. That's what you're
Yeah.
doing, like
Yeah.
whether you want to admit it or not, like but I know like you just kind of, but if I had a little piece on me, I would still give them the hey, what's up, but I wouldn't be scared while I'm doing it anymore, you know what I mean? Like I'd be like, I'd have the more like, I think I have an option,
Yeah. It's just exactly. It's an option. It's like a second option in case things go haywire.
you're
Yeah.
not
That's
at the mercy of anything. Or if like a bear comes, I'll shoot a bear,
yeah. Well, that's why I got mine, dude. I'm gonna go hunting in October, and I was like,
Oh,
well,
what'd you get?
I'm gonna go. I went last October to Dog Lake. That's like on the border of California and Oregon, all the way southern, kind of eastern. But then this year I'm going up kind of by Bend, and I was like, I wanted like a handgun in case a bear comes at me, or even if I just see, if that's a situation, it's like it'd be nice to have one, not have to worry about it.
Who do you go hunting with?
Just guys from Coos Bay North Bend that I know.
Are they
My dad.
Oh shoot. You should I've always wanted to go hunting, man. You should be my hunting tutor.
Fuck yeah, dude, I'll take you. Yeah, we can get tagged, go shoot an elk. That'd be fun.
Hey, yeah, I don't even have to shoot it. I'll just help you for the first one. I'll just come out, help you pack it out, take it down and whatever. I want to get the experience for sure, because I've literally never been out with a rifle trying to hunt something. I've shot lots of guns, but I haven't been out with a rifle.
Yeah, dude, that's a whole different experience because you're like
On the prowl. Are
on the
you
prowl.
stock hunting, or you like
Yeah.
sit in a blind, or what?
I like stock hunting. So I like you walk up mountain kind of like ridges and then push down the hillside. So like if there's anything in the bushes below you, it'll kind of
Yeah.
run. And I
Oh,
got
so you push hunt. Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah, dude. That's the way to do it. That's fun too.
Is that with like a group? So like
Yeah.
each person, you get the deer to run into, or elk to run into the other person.
Yeah. So you have one person coming from like the west and one person coming north, and they just kind of all push it to people waiting on the other side. It's the best. I think it's the best way to do it.
Yeah, I watch Meat Eater, and it's like one of the best shows I think in the whole world. They have like a great YouTube series too. It just made me really. I need some meat. I need some elk meat, baby.
Dude, hey, if you come to camp, that's the rule of elk hunting camp. If you come and you don't shoot anything, but someone else does, we split that elk evenly between everyone. So
Yeah, and they're huge, so it's like it's
well,
easy to do, right? Yeah, everyone's still going home with something.
you're still going. You're literally going home with 60 pounds of meat. You'd be good for the
year. It's like good luck, bro.
Yeah.
I just got a little handgun too, so but I was looking at other stuff, maybe because rifles really aren't that much, and those are in stock still. Those aren't like sold out. My shit I had to order online.
Yeah, the waiting period is fucking wild right now, dude. It's like 5 days just to get a background check, and then you have to wait another like 3 weeks just to get in the actual like guns. It's fucking wild.
Where'd you
I went to Coos Bay to go get it, but
so yours was probably in stock. It didn't take like very long. They're like, yeah, buddy, we'll get you set up here, right?
Yeah, dude. Well, they were even telling me it's like, yeah, we've sold a lot of guns since March, and everything's just kicking off. And they're like, this is the best year yet. They're just selling hella guns.
Yeah, I bet. Mine. I had to get online because the only thing around here is like Sportsman's Warehouse, or you can go like Northwest Armory, but they have like pretty big markups on their guns now.
Yeah, well, it's because they're making a killing, so they're like, all right, well, it's people are gonna buy them anyways.
Yeah, and guns shouldn't be political, man. You know, the amendments, your amendments are not political. No matter what side you're on, you should be able to enjoy the Second Amendment.
Yeah, I agree, and also they're a lot of fun. And like I said, if you're a reasonable, sane human being, they're pretty harmless if you're smart.
Well, they're not harmless at all.
No, they're very deadly. Actually, you're right. That was a dumb sentence. No, I'm wrong. They're very deadly, but
they're never harmless. Yeah. But if you're smart, you can use them.
Yeah. There you go. Better way to say that. Definitely not very, very deadly.
Wait, don't they do the thing in like hunter safety where they pull out like a 22 LR, like a 9mm, and like a 45, and they ask you like which one's the most deadly? And the correct answer is all of them. These could all kill you. These are all the most deadly. Yeah,
they definitely do that. And you're like, it's a trick question. This one looks a lot bigger. And then you're gonna be like,
yeah, I feel like I'd be like, I still would rather get shot by this one though, the 22. You know what I mean? You don't want to get shot by a 45.
No, that'll blow a limb off, dude.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, well, it would be. It's literally instant death, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, well, we ended on some hunting and gun talk, huh?
Yeah, dude. I didn't expect it going there, but I'm glad it did. I'm glad it did, dude.
You know?
Yeah. Well, do you have anything to plug?
No. My podcast is dead. You can go back and listen to some old dead episodes about basketball if you want. We already had Clyde. But no, that's it. Follow me on Instagram, not Brandon Lyons. Twitter, not Brandon Lyons.
Cool. And you're opening up for Adam Ray this weekend or next weekend?
Yeah, this weekend starts tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
So if you're in Portland, go to Helium, get some tickets, go see Adam and Brandon. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming on, dude.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Thanks for being flexible.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Let's do this again sometime.
All right, for sure.
All right. Peace.
All right. Bye.